Hey guys, what's up? Legend BTV here, back at it again to review the newest from Kygo called Stargazing. Stargazing is actually a 3-track, sort of like an EP. It's not really an EP, it's actually labeled as a single on iTunes that Kygo released, featuring a song he already released plus a couple new songs. I've been a pretty decent sized fan of Kygo. He's nowhere near my favorite producer, but I actually kind of was still hooked on his sound, even though many people were bashing it, saying it all sounded the same after a while. Breaking through with a big hit like Firestone wasn't really big here in the US. I mean, it charted, but only barely. But it did get really big in the UK, and that's great. Really brought Kygo a lot of attention, and I'm really glad it did. The guy's got a great sound. Firestone is a great song. Also, he released other great singles off of Cloud9, like Stole the Show, Stay, and then after that, he released some other music, which we're about to talk about today. It Ain't Me with Kygo and Selena Gomez, and that song is actually really good, to be honest. It's probably one of the best hits of the year. Honestly, I really love the chopped up drop, how melodic and pretty it all sounds, and Selena Gomez doesn't annoy me either that much. But sadly, my expectations for this thing went down, or for Kygo anyway, went down after hearing First Time featuring Ellie Goulding. The song honestly just struck me as a really bland rehash. Honestly, the production sounds phoned in. The drop isn't nearly as colorful or memorable as past Kygo songs are, and this just honestly feels like he wanted to get the success again that he got from It Ain't Me, just by throwing a pop name on there and calling it a day. It honestly feels like production is really thin and boring. Yeah, it's a pretty boring song. Ellie Goulding doesn't even sound that good. The auto-tune sounds really jarring. Like, why would they do that to her voice? She sounds a lot better on tracks like Lights and like a lot of her own music. This just sounds mediocre at best. And considering the fact that this is already one of the 3 tracks, we're off to not such a good start for this Kygo EP. And honestly, that's kind of how I feel about it. It's honestly not very good. Let's review the tracks individually, though, because there's 3 that I want to talk about, because there's only 3 on here. Alright, we'll start in order. Stargazing, the first track. This sounds like a direct ripoff of It Ain't Me, right down to the letter. The beat sounds exactly like it. The tempo of the beat sounds exactly like the tempo of the drop from It Ain't Me. The chopped up vocals are there too. The chopped up vocal drop. Really, it just sounds the same with a dude singing. So, honestly, no originality there. I do like the little spacey kind of melodies in the build-up, but other than that, this track's pretty forgettable. Not necessarily bad, but just kind of bland. Really, there's not very much flavor here, and yeah, this just sounds like a pretty phoned-in track, just like, leading into the next one. First Time, Kygo and Ellie Goulding. I already said pretty much that this song is pretty boring and forgettable. Really generic. I never thought I'd refer to a Kygo song as that, because the guy has a pretty unique sound for melodies. He's proven that in songs like Raging, Stole the Show, a lot of unique and interesting tracks on Cloud9. But I guess he's just kind of ran out of ideas or something, because this song is so bland. We're going to go into another track, though, This Town, featuring Sasha something. And this song, I dig it. It's actually really good. I really love the acoustic guitars throughout this thing, the little magical electronic melodies, the beautiful vocals from Sasha. She sounds a lot more inspired than the uninspired vocals of Ellie Goulding, which I'm really disappointed in, but she's got to stay relevant somehow, even featuring on really generic Kygo songs. But this song is easily the best of the 3, and it's actually really good, if not great. I really like this song. It's just a beautiful, pretty song. I mean, I really like the message of it, that you've got to, like, get out of this town sometimes, you know? You know what it is. I really like the message of that, and the singer is also really great. How does that leave me feeling with this EP as a whole? Not quite so great, because with 2 out of the 3 songs just being throwaways, you're left with a pretty unappetizing dinner, if you call it that. yeah, I'm thinking a 4 out of 10, but only because that This Town song is so good. Other than that, it would have got like maybe a 3 or a 2, just because there's not much there that I like. Yeah, kind of sad, but Kygo, you better step up your game, man. Either think of some new styles or like reinvent the wheel or something. But I mean, following in this trend will probably fade you into obscurity, and honestly, that's gonna be kind of sad because the guy's talented, he is, but it's like rehashing the same material gets tiring fast, and I'm already starting to feel it. So sorry, dude. I hate to give you the poor rating, but this just isn't any new ground, and it honestly is really starting to show now that you've kind of ran out of ideas and had to just put out a few subpar tracks to maintain relevancy. Kind of sad. Anyways, subscribe to my channel for more, like, comment, everything else. Thank you all for watching my review of Kygo's new 3-track single, Stargazing. Yeah, comment down your thoughts below. I really would like to hear them. Love you guys.